Alright guys, I'm here with my Ring of Honor Showdown in the Sun Day 2 review. I'm just coming off the main event and it was awesome. Everybody's talking about it, how it's already match of the year. It's going to be up there in history as one of the best Ring of Honor matches. It was amazing. People are giving it 4.5, 4.75 out of 5 stars. It was just an amazing main event between Davey Richards and Michael Elgin. It really should be seen by everybody. And that brings me to, I guess, the other part of the review. It really just sucks about this whole streaming thing. I can't really blame Ring of Honor. It's not the wrestlers' fault or anything like that. It was just some production mess up, but it really sucks because this match was so awesome and people probably tuned out because of the streaming issues and missed a match of the year potential match, and it really sucks for Ring of Honor that this happened. But so I wanted to watch it. I got to see the first 40 something minutes of the show, and then they had the power outage, or the power got really weak in the building and they couldn't capture everything. And then I see today that they posted the second half up to the main event and the ending. But there's a big chunk missing when they lost power. During this power outage, they missed like 3 matches or 2 matches and a half. And I sent them an email today, last night, asking if this is going to be fixed. Is there a way to recover this lost footage? Because if there is, then I'll wait and I'll do the review once I can see the whole show. And the response I got back from Go Fight Live was pretty much they're working on it, but they're not sure at this point, and they're going to try and have it up as soon as they can, but they're not sure and they're busy traveling for other shows. So I kind of took it as no, but if it comes up, I'll do the missing matches and then put those in a Ring of Honor TV report review. But for right now, I know who won the matches, but yeah, I'm missing Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole, which Kyle O'Reilly won the match. The Young Bucks versus the All Night Express in a street fight, I'm missing that. The Young Bucks won that. And I'm missing the ending of Fire Ant from Chikara versus TJ Perkins. So TJ Perkins went over Fire Ant here. So I'm missing these matches, but I did get the rest of the show. So I'm going to go right into the review. They open the show. We have Jimmy Jacobs. He comes out to interrupt Nigel and Kevin Kelly. Jacobs says that him and Carino were trying to be good, but Steen kept getting in the way. When he froze after stabbing Steen at the 10th anniversary show, he had been celibate for a year and finally had an orgasm. Being good isn't for him, and sometimes evil wins. Generico storms the ring. He's got a referee with him, and we instantly get El Generico versus Jimmy Jacobs. Generico kills this guy with a dive. Jimmy Jacobs is kind of a smaller guy, and Generico's pretty big, height-wise. And he runs and hits a dive on Jimmy Jacobs, and it looks like he just kills this guy. But Jacobs goes for the spike, and Kelly says on commentary, that's the spike that gave him an orgasm. And Nigel says, I don't want to see another orgasm here. And he just says it so straight-faced. I thought it was hilarious. Generico actually tries to use the spike himself. I guess he wanted to have an orgasm. And Jacobs ducks and gets the roll-up, winning the match. So, poor Generico. The guy's so talented. I really hope he can get more matches in Ring of Honor. They've kind of had him off TV. I don't know if it's because they didn't want to bring him back or if it's because they're trying to build to him and Steen laying him out or what they're doing, but they really need to use Generico more. We get Cedric Alexander with Caprice Coleman versus Tommaso Ciampa with the Embassy. R.D. Evans does some commentary here. He says they got 24 hours to return the TV title. And Kevin Kelly says, will you take your hands off me, sir? Ciampa wins after 2 brutal knees to the head of Cedric, and you kind of knew Ciampa was going to win this match since he does have the undefeated streak behind him. But this was okay. Caprice goes in the ring after the match to check on Cedric, and Prince Nana kind of kicks him. So he gets in Nana's face, and Ciampa gives Caprice a powerbomb on the knees, Project Ciampa, and that was it. It sucks for Caprice and Cedric because They basically both got beat up here, even though it was a singles match. But I really hope it's not the end for them, because they are good, they are talented, and I'd like to see more of them. Then we have Fire Ant versus TJ Perkins. This was awesome. I got to see the first little bit of this match. TJ comes out with a lucha mask of his own. He takes it off to have the match. They're doing all these awesome moves. And that was the end of it. Then they had the power problems. And I was hoping when I saw the part 2 posted, I was like, yes, I can finally finish this match, because I was actually into this one. But no, I didn't get to see the end of it. So if they put the replay up, hopefully I'll finally get to see it if they can recover this footage. But one thing I noticed was Fire Ant is awesome. And I haven't seen much Chikara, but I really, really like this match. And I know they have a double pay-per-view, or not pay-per-view, but they got a double show coming up called Synergy with Ring of Honor and Chikara doing a double show. And I really, really hope that this can get on iPay-per-view somehow. Without problems, hopefully. But I do hope that they can put this show on iPay-per-view, because I think it could be an awesome show, and I would like to see it, and I can't go to Chicago to watch this show, so it would be the only way I can see it, so hopefully they can work something out. So then we have the power outage, All Night Express, Young Bucks, Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole, and then when we get the power fixed, we have Mike Bennett and Maria in the ring. Bennett says beating Lance Storm was better than winning the world title, and then him and Maria make out for at least a minute and 30 seconds in the ring. They do it so long, people start chanting, yes, 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 like Daniel Bryan, and then they leave. That was it, really. Then we get World's Greatest Tag Team versus the Briscoes in a grudge match for the tag titles. They get the heat on Jay, Mark gets a hot tag, then they get the heat on Mark, and Jay gets a hot tag. World's Greatest Tag Team actually get a same old shit chant. Jay gets a roll-up on Charlie for the win. After the match, World's Greatest Tag Team kind of attacks both guys. They do the bit where Jay's in the ring, and they both grab a leg and pull him into the post, crotching him on the post. They do this 3 times. This match, it was good. I liked it. There was a few spots that kind of got messed up, but I thought this was a pretty good match. But it didn't feel like a grudge match. And that's what it was hyped as, a grudge match, an ending, finally an ending. And I didn't feel like it was a grudge match, and after the ending where they attacked him, this feud is not over. Now they're going to keep wrestling each other. I'd rather see World's Greatest Tag Team go off and start wrestling Caprice and Cedric or something like that, because they've been doing this Briscoes thing for a long time now. And I wish this was the end of it, but the way they beat up the Briscoes after, I don't think it is. Then we get the first Blind Destiny match, Eddie Edwards versus Kevin Steen. The fan who had the Cornette face sign that Steen destroyed on day 1 is back with the sign taped up. And Steen destroys it again. They had a kind of a blooper here where they do a tell of the tape and they show the guy's height and weight. And it said Steen was 5'1". So that was just another mess up there. Steen hits a sick powerbomb on Eddie Edwards onto the ring apron. It was almost like a last ride powerbomb onto the apron. I really liked this match. They brawled all over the place. Eddie gets Steen in a single leg Boston Crab, but he reverses it to a small package, so Kevin Steen wins this match. Kevin Steen's probably going to win every match because he hasn't lost since he's been back in Ring of Honor, and he's probably going to win all the way up until Best in the World this year, where he'll probably beat Davey for the title. That's what I see happening. Then we get Roderick Strong versus Jay Lethal, Blind Destiny 2. Tommaso Ciampa comes out. He's got the TV title with him that he was supposed to return. Ciampa says that Lethal should give Roderick a title match tonight. He says if he gives him a title shot and Lethal wins, he'll come in the ring, shake his hand, and tell him he's the better man. Lethal agrees to do this, and Ciampa watches from ringside. Ciampa, during the match, Jay Lethal gets tossed out behind the ref's back. Ciampa throws him into the ring post, rolls him back in. Roderick Strong goes for a vertical suplex into a backbreaker and gets the win, becoming the new TV title champion and the second Triple Crown champion in Ring of Honor history. I really like Roderick Strong. I'm glad he won here. I thought this was a good match, and it was pretty exciting. Once again, because of the streaming issues, everything was spoiled for me. Absolutely every damn thing on this show. Because I was watching the replay, and the replay couldn't get up, and everybody on the internet was going crazy about the horrible stream quality. I knew Roderick won the TV title, so that killed all of that for me, but the match was still good. Then we have the main event, Davey Richards versus Michael Elgin, Blind Destiny 3 for the Ring of Honor World title. The finish, Davey Richards wins with a kick to the back of the head and keeps the title, but the whole match was just so awesome. I feel like just telling you the finish doesn't do the match justice because of just how great this match was. Now keep in mind, these fans, this was the main event, they were dead at the very beginning of it, but this match was so good. Everybody was on their feet. All the fans were standing. All the fans kept cheering and going crazy. It was an amazing atmosphere. Even the announcers, Nigel and Kevin Kelly, were standing. They were saying, "Oh my God, this is one of the best matches I've ever seen in my life." This was just crazy. You really have to go out of your way to see this match because these guys deserve to have as many people see this as possible because it was just that good. Michael Elgin is the heel, and he was so good here. People were cheering his name. After he lost the match, people were chanting Elgin. I mean, he is a future star in Ring of Honor, and I'm sure he will be champion at some point. Probably this year, I would say, because he is that good, and he really made people take notice tonight. I've been saying he's good for a long time now, as has a lot of other people, but like 10th anniversary show when he was in there with Amazing Red and TJ Perkins, I said, man, Elgin stood out in this match over everybody else, and he just keeps amazing people. So I thought this was really good. Like I said, the fans were into it, announcers. After the match, Davey thanks the fans, says this is supposed to be the Super Bowl of wrestling, but he only sees entertainment this Sunday. This is where the real wrestling is. He puts over Elgin, says that he will get farther in Ring of Honor once he listens to the fans and wrestles for them instead of for Truth Martini, and then he puts over the fans again, and that was it. That was the end of the show. Like I said, you really got to see this just for the main event because it's such an amazing match. And everybody's already saying this has potential to be match of the year. It already is match of the year as far as everything we've seen this year so far. Whether they can top this later or not, I don't know, because it was really that good. Almost 5-star match from a lot of people, and I have to agree with them. This match was awesome. So I'm really excited because I just saw it, and I'm still kind of pumped up about that. But so that's my review of Ring of Honor Day 2. I figured if they don't know, if Go Fight Live doesn't even know if they're going to have this footage, then hell, I might as well do the review with what I got. And if they do get the footage fixed and I can watch the replay, I'll put that in next week's Ring of Honor TV show review I do, and I'll talk about the matches I didn't get to see here today. I hope they get it up because I did pay for it, but I understand that stuff happens. So that's my review of this show. Hope you guys like the review, and it is 6 o'clock, so I guess I'm going to get ready to watch the WrestleMania pre-show and then WrestleMania. So I will be doing that review here later tonight, so check it out and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thanks to everybody who has subscribed. Leave some comments on what you thought about this show, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.